Alright, welcome back, good people. On this final video of this week, I'm going to be talking about the best way to start a speaking business. Now, again, you may not be interested in speaking at all, and I do understand because it's more than a notion. It actually is. And you know, the speaking business is a very lucrative business today, but it's really only for those who are willing to go that route, because if you're not willing to do it, then you won't be good at it and you won't enjoy it, and I don't recommend it. But if you have the wherewithal to get past the fear or get past the anxieties and all that comes with it, I recommend it highly, because it's an avenue or a revenue of income that for you to eliminate. It's kind of like, you know, why would you just play half the game? Why wouldn't you put all the tools together that you're able to use and use those tools, right? So maybe if you're not really interested in the speaking part today, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Maybe you'll work your way into it. Maybe not. But either way, you'll be all right. Okay? So I'm going to read you a little bit about this. It says, the best way to start a speaking business. Number one, be able to teach and drive ROI. You know what ROI is, right? Return on investment. Now, conferences and event organizers aren't looking for just someone who can come in and recite a blog post that they read online or provide vague general content, a theory, if you will. Instead, they're looking for subject matter experts or thought leaders on a particular topic or platform, i.e. social media, SEO, email marketing, etc. You have performed the work previously and are able to teach an audience how to do it themselves in order to drive ROI for their business, right? See, this process is really not so difficult, because you're only learning and applying what you know or what you like. So you're just getting better at that. And when they begin to call you, you're not bringing something new to the table. You're bringing totally what you've been practicing and what you've been studying. All right, that makes sense? Okay, now continuing on. Conference organizers are hypersensitive to the fact that attendees often pay upwards of $1,000 or more to hear from seasoned experts, which is why you should not bother applying to speak at an event if you haven't performed the work that you intend to speak about. Duh, right? None of that is rocket science. You knew that already. So, but when you do get ready, when you are prepared, apply. Go for it. See what happens. See how it makes you feel. I know you'll be ready for it because it takes time to get to that point. So don't let that hold you back. Continuing on. Ask yourself what makes you qualified to speak on a particular subject matter. Number two, gain experience in your community. Before speaking in front of thousands, you'll want to speak at events like colleges, Toastmasters, Chamber of Commerce, etc. to dozens fewer people. You'll be speaking to maybe 20 to 50 people instead of thousands of people. There's a different feel there. Please know that. Next, it says, sure, it's not as sexy as headlining a stage at a major industry event, but it's where you realistically need to start to gain experience speaking in front of professionals who can easily spot the difference between someone who knows their subject matter and fluff. My advice to anyone reading it is to get started with that local Chamber of Commerce and industry events within your community, or host a small meetup group where you can speak about certain topics. Number three, volunteer at industry conferences. If you want to get on the radar of the decision makers who organize top tier events in your industry, be sure to volunteer your time at these events. As a volunteer, you'll get a free conference badge, which will give you access to everyone attending, including speakers, and may even present you with an opportunity to speak yourself, sort of, right? Almost every conference has track leaders who introduce every session and speakers. What better way to get your name in front of conference attendees and time on the microphone than by being a track leader. Now, events like social media marketing world often will have up and coming speakers start off by being a track leader at their events before moving on to panel or solo sessions. Now, number 4, email event organizers. Anytime someone asks me how to get speaking engagements, I let them know in short, I email conference organizers. And that's what I suggest you do as well, because if you put together a little package that you send them, a one page as we call it in the industry, and allow them to read it along with a short video, then they can make a decision whether or not they can bring you into their organization and let you speak for their audience, right? Now, you don't need an agent or a virtual assistant to do this for yourself either. Simply identify a dozen or so industry events that you want to speak at over the next year and send them an email to the committee or individual responsible for selecting speakers, which is often posted on their website, and make your pitch. You see how this works? It's not rocket science. It's not like it's going to kill you. If you go through the process, you become more and more familiar, and it'll make more and more sense to you. It's like whatever world you decide to go into, you have to learn that world and what makes that world worth living in, right? This is that world. This is one of those worlds. Now, my advice is to write an email or submission which clearly states who you are, what you like to speak about, why you're the best person to speak on this topic, and examples of where you've spoken before. Finally, number 5, gather testimonials and speaking examples. Having testimonials and examples of your work on stage is key to success for any speaker. So keep that in mind. Those are very, very important, and you'll get those, and you'll forget to capture them. So you'll get someone who tells you, "Oh, that was a fantastic job." Da, 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 da. You want to get them to write that down or say that on the recording so you can post it, right? And continuing on, it says, as you apply to speak at bigger stages, often you'll be asked for speaking examples. So you may want to invest in a freelance videographer to record a couple of your talks. You can find help on the Thumb Track app to find out in advance if the event you're speaking at is equipped to record or to record your talk. Now, finally, most importantly, have a website or blog which showcases your work, including testimonials from prior speaking engagements where you can send prospective organizers to. Does that make sense? All right. This is what I wanted to share with you after this little short video today. I wanted to kind of inform you. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and you know the drill, right? Comment from time to time, because I like those. I like to respond back, and I like to see what you're thinking, because I know I'm not the only person that's doing anything. I know I'm not the only person that you're studying, probably, right? But if I am, understand this. What my system teaches you to do is set up the foundation of your system. Imagine if there's like 5 levels to your system. You need the foundation to be the most solid part that will sustain the growth of all 5 tiers, right? Let's say you only have 3 tiers. Same thing. Your foundation must be solid. And one of the ways that you get to know all the moving parts in your business is for you to participate in each part as you're growing it, right? Just like the videos I have to create, a lot of times I'll do it all by myself so that I'll know when I have to upload those to different places, I have to do that myself so that I know how to do it. So when I decide to outsource those things, which will free up time, right? Because these things are time consuming, but it's necessary that you know what that is for you and your business. Everybody's business is different and is run differently. The results that you get may not be the results I get, and you may be doing the same thing I do. There's a disconnect there somewhere if you're not getting the results that you want. And you have to learn to identify where that is. And you do that by troubleshooting, through trial and error, right? You keep testing things. Keep working on your system so that you can start to get the likes, get the shares, get the comments, and all that you want. You get the subscribers, you get the, everything involved with what it takes to grow your system, because it's your system and you have to figure it out. Not the world, you. That's why it's important that you start this process. You begin this process. You can do it very, very slowly, but as you pick up and get more and more momentum, let that momentum take you where it takes you. Don't put the brakes on it, and you'll be surprised where you end up. And one day you'll look back and you'll thank yourself for taking that first step. Trust me. My name is Larry James. My company is Speaker Larry, and I will see you on the next video.